Like, what? What? Welcome back. We've got another reaction video for you today, but I've got a quick announcement for you. I just recently launched my podcast, The Unfiltered Musician. So for all of you musicians out there, all of the people that want to know how this industry works, come listen to me and my girlfriend Vanessa Pere, two professional musicians, explain what actually goes on, and we'll tell you the perspective and all the tea that you need to know that goes into the music industry. But for those of you who are here and just want to see Dimash, let's just get right into it. Unforgettable Day.
Bir көргеннен ғашық болдым өзіңе еркелеген балдай тәтті сөзіңе қылығыңмен баурап алдың жанымды қарай бердім нұрға толы жүзіңе.
So sweet and tender in the beginning. We have to bring it soft before we give him the powerhouse that I know he's probably going to bring out later. This is just how Dimash works. We got to ease him in. We got to get a little light start before we give him something crazy.
Bye bye, şirket, umudumuz kız. Bye bye.
You know, I'm really interested in knowing what he is actually singing about. I noticed that even before he started this performance, it looked like he wasn't like on his A game, ready to deliver this message. I don't know what the message is, but usually, even when you're singing in a different language, as a singer, you want to be able to portray what the story is through your emotions in your face, through your body. Your body language is huge. It's super important. A deaf person should understand what message you're trying to give across. Give him a little more power. Look at everybody and their phones. I mean, if you're that close, you gotta take a video. That's so cool. I forgot to mention, I'm also getting over being sick, so I have a lot of phlegm, a lot of mucus on my throat. Don't ever cough like that. Believe it or not, coughing can actually cause a vocal hemorrhage. If you didn't know that, now you know. Don't cough too hard. It really should be light. I'm doing a bad job at doing that right now. I probably should take some Mucinex and lighten up. Okay, bring out that background choir. Those vocals are nice. There it is, bringing out that dynamic change. He doesn't really do a lot of crescendos in his stuff, I noticed that. It's kind of like, let me reel you in with my
sweet, savory voice.
And then all of a sudden, BAM! Let me give you some power! Hey! Put him off guard, why not? Alright, so I'm interested to know how he's feeling going into this performance. I'm noticing a few things. He's not on his support as much as he usually is. And the only reason I can tell that is because he's singing a lot quieter, but with a lot less of that full tone that he usually has. So he's not giving you crazy breath support. It's kind of like 60, 70%, I would say. And I mean, if you're singing at a quieter dynamic, there's no need to give 100% support down there. But like also, it seems like I said before, he's emotionally not as invested as he is in most other performances. He is a great performer in general. He's always giving his best. But this one, it seems like he's pulled back just a little bit. I'm interested to know why. Okay, trumpet.
Seni canım bayman bayman Seni kalay Müziği
That one was a little hard to listen to. I don't know what they were doing with the doubling. You can see that he takes out the in-ear a few times. Maybe that's why he's actually off in this performance. Maybe he had little trouble hearing what was going on. And that note, if he was supposed to be listening to a backing track just to make sure the tuning was right, maybe at that moment pulling the in-ear out is probably a little more detrimental in this moment. You can see even if you went back like 15 seconds, I'll show you. So right here, in this moment, it seems like he's trying to get into it, but it doesn't seem like he's fully connecting with the music. Maybe the person to blame is the audio production team. We'll never know. I was wondering why I was doing that. Interesting choice to do there. I'm wondering why it was necessary in that moment. Maybe if I actually understood what the lyrics were, it would make sense, but I don't know. Little playful thing right there. You know, what's crazy in that few seconds right there is he's kneeling. Like, that's really hard. So little tidbit about breath support, breath pressure, breath management, whatever you want to call it, is when you're sitting or kneeling or laying down, you're never going to get as much air as standing up. You lose about 30% of your air capacity in your lungs when you are sitting down. Come on! What? What? Oh. See, there's the reason why this is the most replayed section of the song. Wait a minute. Like, what? What? See, people were warning me in my comments section many videos ago, but nothing can prepare you for that. If you've never heard something that high, it's like, that's magical all of a sudden. What the heck? Alright, so listen, this is how I feel about that. So it's a D8. So we're above the piano now. We're going steam engine style right now. I'm talking Thomas the Choo-Choo Train, okay? Now, I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know that's what it sounds like that high, but it actually seems oddly more achievable to know that's the tone quality you actually have singing that high. I mean, in reality, it's kind of just being able to control this area enough to whistle. It's just throat whistling. There's no possible way that your vocal folds can move that fast in a second. Just not. Whistle tone register at its core is being able to stop the folds and form them in a way that you can actually have a controlled whistle. So if you're actually ever practicing whistle tones, you can both breathe in and breathe out for whistle tones. It's the same way that you can do regular whistle. It's the same. It's just setting yourself up so that the whistle can happen. But my God, can we break that down for just another minute? Like, first of all, why? Why make that choice to sing that high at that time? What's the point? Most melodies of most songs, there's no need to go past an octave or two. But let me just say, if I was Dimash, it's because I can. Why not? It's not a question of why would I hit that note. I can hit it. I'm just gonna. This is why people call him a unicorn. He really is like a freak of nature a little bit. Wow. Okay, man. Okay. Now that is some wild singing. I'm gonna be honest, just because I have to be. I owe it to you. I don't think this was one of his greatest performances. I really don't. But that's because I've seen what some of the best ones are, and I know he can give a little bit more. I think there were some other things at play that he couldn't fight, and he just had to deal with it. And hey, we're singers. We can't sing our best all the time. That's the beauty of live performance. You never know what you're going to get. But the best performers in the world, they can handle anything that comes at them. I mean, he certainly did that. To an untrained ear and someone who is not a professional doing this all the time, it doesn't matter to you. It's good. It sounds good. He performed well. That's, at the end of the day, what he's there to do. It's not a room full of critics. He doesn't have to sing his best all the time. This isn't part of The Singer, so he doesn't need to be trying to win anything, you know? It's okay. It's okay. But I think one of the biggest things I have to talk about is how he chose not to use a more operatic tone. So yes, he has a very strong emphasis on his mechanism, his vocal tract as an opera singer, and he knows when to push into it or to pull away from it. But in this moment, because some of that breath management wasn't top tier, or he was focused on something else that was going wrong, or something else that might have bothered him that day, we lost some of that tone, some of that great resonant tone that you get. But hey, that's fine. You hit a D8, no one can complain. They paid to see one of the wonders of the world. It's literally fine. Alright, so let me tell you something. If you're interested in these Dimash reactions, you're liking how much I'm doing on Dimash, or if you're someone who wants to see a different singer, head over to my Patreon. Start making some requests. If you're willing to support my channel and all that I'm doing here, I'm much more willing to answer your requests a lot faster. So head over to Patreon. Subscribe, like this video, comment, let me know what else you want to see in the future. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll see you soon. Peace!